Okay, thank you all for joining us for the meeting today, that too on a Saturday morning. So I'm Parvati, I'm with City of Fort Worth Water Department. And so today we are here to discuss the sewer main relocation project south of Chapin Road. So today we'll be talking over the project overview, the project area. We've also compiled some of the frequently asked questions, also included some of the contact information. And towards the end of the presentation, if you have any questions, we'll go over that. So your project team includes myself and Parvati. You can reach me at the number and the email ID shown on the screen. And the city inspector for the project is Stephen Martinez, and you can reach Stephen at the number and the email ID shown in the screen. Our contractor is Jackson Constructions. We have Hector from Jackson represent Jackson today, and the engineering design consultant is Fries and Nichols, and we have Amanda here too. So the project overview. So our city has like typical routine inspections of our sewer lines, and this particular segment of the 12-inch sewer line was found to be severely deteriorated. So that's the reason we've thought about abandoning this line. So in screen, you can see all the XX, and that shows the route of the existing sewer line that would be abandoning as part of the project. We would be relocating the new sewer along the public right-of-way along Chapin and Mary's Creek Drive, and would be installing about like 1,225 linear feet of PVC sewer line. Who will be impacted by this project? So the project is bounded between, it's at a location which is bounded between City of Fort Worth Council District 3 and Benbrook. The sewer line is entirely within Benbrook, but it's owned by the City of Fort Worth. So the major landmarks around this area is, we have a couple of schools and churches. So we have the Leonard Middle School, and then we have the Waverly Park Elementary School and the Western Hills Church of Christ. Where will the construction take place? So as I mentioned, our relocated sewer line is along the public right-of-way. So the upstream end of our sewer is at Chapin Road between Bandera and Burkett Drive over here. And the downstream end of the sewer is about like 100 feet. So this is Dawn Drive here, and this is Mary's Creek. So it's like 100 foot north of that intersection between Dawn Drive and Mary's Creek. And the XX shows the line, the existing sewer line that we would be abandoning as part of the project. So will our sewer line be disrupted during the main location? So we do not anticipate any sewer line interruptions. We are doing a bypass pumping to ensure that there's like continuous flow of sewer during the project. Will there be lane closures during construction? Yes, typical to the other construction, we'll have lanes closed and detours in place. So before the project starts, we'll have a traffic control plan in place, which would be approved by City of Benbrook. So we'll be submitting it to City of Benbrook since the project is within Benbrook. There would be message boards, and the contractor will also notify the customers and the public residential people around the area. Watch for traffic signs, flaggers in that area, and consider taking an alternate route if possible. So what happens if my property is damaged? So typically we have our contractors and inspectors take a lot of pictures of the streets, the above ground structures, and if there's like landscaping. We would also recommend the property owners to take a lot of timestamp pictures of their property before construction, and any damage which results from the contractor's activities would be the responsibility of the contractor. Timeline for construction. The construction is anticipated to start on November 3rd. There could be a delay of a week or so because the contractor is currently working on getting their materials. So the contractor would start at that intersection at Dawn Drive and Mary's Creek and then work towards Chapin Road. Will the trash pickup Will the trash pick up my trash and recycling? So if it's a scheduled trash pickup day and if your side of the street is closed, then the contractor will take your trash to the other side of the street so that the trash vehicle can come and pick it up. What are the construction hours? So the construction hours are typically from like 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and if requested, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. on Saturday, if agreed by both City of Benbrook and City of Fort Worth in this case. Do we need access to our property? So our abandoned water line, the sewer line that we are abandoning as part of the project is at the rear side of the residential. So we would need access to remove some of those manholes, and the main sewer line would be installed along the public right of way. However, we are rerouting. So this is Chapin and this is Mary's Creek. And you could see these two houses. I think this is 8805 Chapin and then 8701 Chapin. We would be rerouting services from these two properties. So currently it's connecting to the existing sewer that runs along the backyard. However, we would be connecting this to the proposed sewer, which would be running along Chapin. So we would need access to these two properties. So the contractor would reach out to you guys for a temporary right of entry for these two properties in particular. Will I have access to my driveway? There could be temporary restrictions to driveway access, especially if the contractor is working in front of your driveway installing the pipeline. The inspector and the contractor will work with the residents who will need driveway access during the construction hours. And how will we know the construction is coming? So typically we'll have a 7-day door hanger and a 1-day door hanger, which says construction starts tomorrow. The inspectors will include their business cards and their contact information on the door hanger. How do I report an emergency? So for emergencies, you could contact 817-392-4477. And for non-emergencies, you could contact the same number, or there's this app called the My Fort Worth app, which you could download from Apple or Google Play Store. And you could report any sewer overflows or any issues that you notice during the construction through the app. Again, your project team includes myself, Parvati, and our city inspector is Stephen Martinez. Stephen would be your on-ground contact during construction. You could contact us in the email ID and the number displayed on the screen. And you have Jackson Construction and Freezer Nichols. So where you can get more information, if you go to the www.fortworthtexas.gov and type in the city project number, the project number is 104976. You would get information about the project, like the project map, and this presentation would be uploaded in the same page. And I would recommend if you could subscribe to the page, you'll get notifications if the notification or updates. So that's all what we had for today. Any questions? Okay. Something to say could follow up. Yeah, Tony, my understanding is it would be the inspectors or the Jackson who would be.
Monday.
Okay, that's probably one of the biggest things. People put the trash where they think it's gonna get picked up and then it doesn't.
Yeah, usually doing
Folks pretty upset fast.
usually doing our projects, either contractor or myself, whoever's on it. We'll make sure that they do get everybody's trash and bring the cans back to their side.
Yeah, our trash day's on Wednesdays.
Thursday. Yeah, we'll make sure that they get taken care of.
If we haven't getting those two people to sign the temporary retreat, we might reach out to them to help them.
Okay.
And to them, like they, we'll call them service on the back, we just read out the chance. So you might need